the after show exclusively on YouTube. This is the after show where things could get a little spicier, a little hotter, and maybe a little more tea spilled. Um, Thank you so much, ladies, for doing the show with us, the podcast. How was your experience, Emma?
Good. I could
Good.
just chat for hours. Yeah.
What about you, Tasha? How did you enjoy it?
Oh my gosh, you guys are so amazing. It's like such a fun vibe. Like, I mean, have us back whenever.
Thanks.
Not, not that you've asked or anything,
Oh,
No,
but
we will be having you back, and we will gladly see you guys in person.
yeah, gladly, yeah. As soon as someone posted something about Ashley Darby being in New York or whatever, remember? And then someone remember we were messaging and we are like, this was this past Sunday, and I'm like, crap. I'm like, I already have previous engagement, but it would have been something cool.
I don't like her.
I don't like her either.
like
But
Ashley.
we're gonna go.
Emma.
Tickets.
I don't
I
like
know, I was
Ashley
supposed to
Darby. You did a lot. You said and did a lot of things that were fucked up and shady, and then you want sympathy for what you're going through by being with a man who's an ass grabber. Like, no,
I don't think she was expecting sympathy like that. I don't think this season she came off like, oh, I need this sympathy. I don't think so. But
I don't
anyway,
really care for her.
we were discussing BravoCon before we got into we hopped on the after show, and rumor has it that it's going to be in Vegas. And we were talking about would y'all go? Tasha, Emma, would y'all go if it's in Vegas this year?
I've never been to Vegas, and like I really don't think it's my vibe. I like specifically don't want to go to Vegas. So like if it were here, if it were on the East Coast where it normally is, I would go, but I don't feel the need to like fly to Vegas and pay for a hotel and do all the things to like, because honestly, I'm not like a fan of these women. I enjoy watching the show, but I don't need to meet you. I don't need to shake your hand. Like, of course, it's great for networking because it's like our podcast and everything. So in terms of like a business decision, yeah, maybe, but on a personal level, not interested.
What about you, Tasha?
I might.
You might.
I mean, see what happens. I don't want to plan for too much yet because I feel like this year is just going to be crazy with transits and stuff. Not to say like, I'm just, let to see how the smoke clears out and then I'll decide.
Go with the flow, like a Pisces.
Yeah.
I know me and Melody was talking about it a little bit, and we're like, I mean, we've been to Vegas. We love Vegas.
We went to Vegas like 3 times.
A few times. I've been to Vegas. Well, together we've been 2 or 3 times. I've been to Vegas like a few times, 5 or 6 times. The last time we both been to Vegas was not.
Yeah,
that is experience for both of us individually.
Horrible. It was. I went with my ex to celebrate our fake ass anniversary, and it was horrendous. So we need like a redo trip, but I don't know if I would want to troop it all the way over there for BravoCon. When I think of like convention centers in Vegas, I think of like, what is it, the Avian, the Porn Awards. So that's the vibe that they give, and it's very raunchy and stuff. And I don't know, there's some like classy sophistication about BravoCon being in New York City. And I don't think that that's the vibe that they're going to have over there. It's almost like they're looking for like a cheap way out. And I'd rather not
totally
go.
See that.
No, the Javits Center's a lot.
And I agree with you, Emma. I don't feel like I should. I like the women, but also, and this would be hypocritical because we went to Teresa Giudice's book signing years ago. But I feel like us going, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like BravoCon from the jump was super expensive. It was ridiculously priced. And we're literally paying for these current housewives, old housewives, new housewives, like their salary. And I thought that was crazy. I don't know. I think I should have gotten more bang for my buck for what I paid for.
Yeah.
Quick question.
I think especially because y'all went Sunday.
Yeah, we just went one
Everyone
day.
literally left on Sunday and everyone was like hungover. So nobody wanted to interact with anyone.
Note to anybody, my parents used to work a lot of trade shows in their industry. Never go on a Sunday. Like everyone's packing up their thing. Never go to a convention on a Sunday.
Yeah. I learned that the hard way. I work in the hospitality industry, and I went to the National Restaurant Association show in Chicago last year, and It doesn't end on a Sunday. I think it ends on a Monday or a Tuesday, and it was like the worst days ever. So
yeah, whatever the last day is, that's not the day you want to be going.
So I know we were talking about definitely no Sundays, not Jesus' day. I know we were talking on this show, and we mentioned, and it's funny. So I think it was talking about Eva Marcel and her having Chiron. Funny enough, one of you mentioned it, and and I had in my notes for the regular show to talk about for the people who don't know, because Chiron is something newer for some, and even for me. Can y'all explain Chiron, please, for baby astrologers like me, and maybe people who don't even know, and even for people who thought Pluto was a planet and now it's not a planet? Yeah, can you explain Chiron, please?
I was like, oh, I'll let you go, Emma. I think you brought up the point. I think you brought up Chiron, right?
Yeah, so Chiron is known, it's an asteroid. So in astrology, like, yes, we have the 10 planets, however many planets, but then the nodes. So it's like we have our set placements, but then there are asteroids. I mentioned Black Moon Lilith, which I think is just like a random point in space based off of the moon. Even the nodes are just points based off of the moon's location. But anyway, all of these things give us insights into different aspects of ourselves and our lives. And Chiron happens to be the wounded healer. So it's basically a wound that each of us carry, and like a trigger, like things will trigger it within us, and like a pain point that will keep coming up, a theme of hurt that we'll keep seeing until we kind of master it, face it, overcome it, move past it. And then we have the gift of healing others who have that same wound in them. So it's actually like a really beautiful placement, but it brings a lot of pain and discomfort.
Yeah, the legend goes Chiron could heal everybody but himself, essentially.
Oh, sounds like me.
But I was actually just gonna I was pulling up your charts while Emma was talking just to see where y'all's Chiron placements were.
Please tell me where my Chiron is.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm sure it was.
So Melanie, your Chiron is in Cancer, actually. Also.
Same.
Yes. Chiron in Cancer. It's like pretty generational. Like people born around the same years would usually have the same Chiron unless it switches signs. There's like a wound about family. There's a wound around sort of attaching to people, like an umbilical attachment to people almost. There's a fear of losing that family. There's a fear in of itself of that family. There's a fear of the role in the family that you play, just all the dynamics associated with it and the way you bond with people. So when you bond, that's it. It's like hard to disentangle a little more. And because it's in your 12th house, there's a little more like fear around it. There's like a deeper thing there.
That's insane because
so
that's so true.
House, it could be harder to see, or well, it seems like it resonates, but it can be harder to like 12th house things can be hidden to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you say about me?
Wait, Melanie, Melanie,
sorry,
Melanie.
I was gonna say it does resonate family wise because my family is going through something right now with my uncle and his like health. So that makes a lot of sense. And then there's other things family wise that are like sibling issues, I guess. But I'm staying optimistic that everything's gonna be okay.
Come on, Sag.
I know, right? I'm trying to pull my Emma card. Charlie, your turn.
Yeah, where's Charlie? I just realized my app doesn't have Chiron on it.
Charlie's has actually. I'm so proud of you for doing this podcast, Charlie.
Oh,
because
Gemini?
your Chiron. It's like a wound around speech, communication, intellect. There's like a childhood wound associated with feeling censored, never feeling like you can be able to articulate your opinion, never being perceived as intelligent, just fears around never being understood, really.
That hits.
Don't make me cry. I'm a one
I was gonna say, bitch, don't cry now.
Don't make me
already.
That's why it's awesome that you're doing something like this, because I know with the Mercury and Pisces sometimes it can feel like I don't feel like people get me because I know exactly and have this vision of what I want to say, but it's just not communicated.
Yes.
But you're doing it, you're like really stepping into it, and it's awesome. So you should be so proud of yourself. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. That means
Don't
a
cry,
lot.
Candace.
That means I know, right?
Triangle.
Does Candace have like a Pisces, a Cancer, or something in her? Like
she's a Scorpio rising, also.
Okay. Because
Like
that girl on the T, like the tears.
I think she has her Mars in Pisces actually too.
Oh well, I mean, her husband's a Pisces, Chris. So,
He is?
Yeah, he's a Pisces. Yeah. And you know who else's husband? I just found out he's a Pisces, and it makes sense how he in the last season they were on, how he stuck up for her and kind of got into business. Denise Rich's husband, he's a Pisces. He's a cusp.
Aaron, that makes complete
He's
sense.
March 19th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Me and Denise have the same birthday, February 17th.
And then it makes more sense how they're open in their little relationship and the little massages and stuff.
I would
like,
never.
Oh my God. I'm like, it makes sense. That's what you say now, but as you go,
I'm too selfish. No.
Oh. I don't know. But anyways, go ahead.
I didn't know that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Thank you.
With Aaron and Denise, right?
Yeah.
I just found that out like the other day. Like I was like, her page popped up on, the search thing, and I'm like, oh, let me check out what Denise is doing. And then on March 19th, she wished Aaron, oh, happy birthday, blah blah. I'm like, oh shit. And then like in my head, I'm like, so many things started making sense. Like when the last season they were on, like I said, him sticking up for her, and then Erica, whoever saying, don't get involved in women's business. No, us Pisces, even to our own fault, we want to, people who mean something to us, we be fighting their battles and interjecting their battles when it's like, it's none of our business. Like, I've always, since younger, ladies, and even to my own detriment, with friends fighting their battles in the past, and then people hate me, and my friends are friends with them now. And it's like, but bitch, I was fighting your battle. But anyways, I have a fun game.
Hold on, I just pulled up Candace.
Because you got your South Node in. I was gonna say, because Charlie, you got your South Node in Scorpio. You loyal and you bite when you need to. What you read about yourself was,
Emma, what'd you get from Candace?
So I pulled up Candace's chart, and as Tasha said, she has Mars in Pisces, but her Mars is conjunct Jupiter, and Jupiter is going to expand anything. So like that's where the crying comes from. That Mars conjunct Jupiter in Pisces.
Well, listen, let's end it in a fun little would you
which
rather.
is trining her ascendant. Yeah.
Let's end it for you ladies. It's Women's Month, and I got this game from Queen's Court, also in the Bravo world, but airing on Peacock. I got it from our girls Evelyn Lozada, Tamar, and Nivea on the new show Queen's Court. You can catch on Peacock. And I wanted to put you ladies to the test with this. A quick would you rather, if y'all don't mind. And this is for all you ladies. So here we go. And fellas, pay attention if y'all watching this. Pay attention, fellas. So would you rather date someone who's cheap or financially irresponsible?
Cheap.
Financially irresponsible.
Financially irresponsible?
It's better than cheap.
Yeah. And
at least they're gonna spend on them.
Oh.
At least you're gonna spend on them.
But I feel like financially irresponsible would be like blowing money on like gambling.
He just said date. He didn't say I have to marry the guy.
You're right.
Next, would you rather someone who makes your spirit jump or someone who makes your hoo-ha jump? It was another word, but I tried to use the less explicit.
The first one was my spirit.
The spirit, yeah.
Spirit or your hoo-ha?
Spirit.
No, not my spirit.
Oh my God.
But I think if you make okay, this game is for you ladies. I have to put my 2 cents. If you make my spirit jump, if we connect in that way, you're already like slipping off my mantis because we're connecting spiritually. So
I don't need that. My moon's in Aquarius. I don't need that connection.
Well, I feel That's true.
Melody, real quick, what do you think? What do you
I'm
say?
conflicted because like it's a double whammy for me. Make my hoo-ha jump, but also my spirit because I've I don't know. It
But your
depends how I feel on
moon's
the
in
day.
Cancer, so like you need
Yeah, I
that
think the
more, you need
spirit.
to feel comfortable with that person and
I do.
safe.
I can't. That's one thing about me. I knew I was like I can gravitate towards my Cancer energy more because I have to make a connection with someone before I just like lie down with them.
Mhm.
I wish I was a whore, but I
Yeah.
can't be.
Next, would you rather receive flowers? Would you rather receive flowers or a dick?
Or what?
Flowers
A
or a
what?
dick
An
pic?
eggplant dick. Eggplant. A dick pic. Yeah.
Oh, flowers.
Oh, flowers.
Flowers.
Flowers. Would you rather a strong emotional connection or a strong physical connection?
Emotion.
Emotional.
Emotional.
I'm evolving too. I would have said physical before, but emotional. Would you rather? No, it's true. Would you rather a spontaneous guy or a predictable guy?
Predictable because I'm
Spontaneous.
predictable.
I like spontaneous.
I don't like spontaneity that much.
You know, I listen. I like it's a balance for me because even on Sunday I went to church. We did our little nap, me and my boyfriend, and we went out for brunch. But then we get up from our nap, and he's like, "Let's go to the park." And the park is like,
Well, that's not spontaneous.
That is spontaneous. We didn't have
I think
that plan.
when I think
And the park
spontaneous,
is
I
far
think
away. He wanted to walk to it.
no.
I'm like, sure.
When I think spontaneous, I think of something doing something in the moment that you can't
That is
do
in the
like
moment.
any opportunity. You can go to the park anytime.
No, that's spontaneous. When we didn't have it
Okay.
planned, it's called spontaneity.
We'll
Something
agree to
not
disagree.
planned is called spontaneity. Last but not least, would you rather a date in the city or a date in nature?
City.
City.
It depends what date it is. If it's like our first few dates, city. If I've been with you for a long time, I want to go somewhere like out in the woods or like different. Because we'll have done all the other things already, like in the city. I don't.
Do you like camping? Or have you ever
No.
gone? Or would
I like being outside during the day, but as soon as it gets dark, like I want to be bougie inside and like safe and warm and cozy and like clean.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, ladies. Well, this was so much fun. Thanks for joining our after show. Y'all could follow Tasha and Emma at Emma Jones on Instagram, Tasha at Agent of Pluto, and you can follow them both on their podcast, Has a Bravo podcast, which is amazing. Please definitely check them out. If you follow us on our Inner Circle page, we'll definitely be tagging them so you guys can find them easier. And thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. This is not the first appearance, hopefully, of you ladies. Yeah, welcome back. We've been wanting this for so long. Astrology and Bravo live. Like, hello. Thank you so much, Tasha and Emma, for joining us. We appreciate. Follow them. They are amazing.
Circle.
Pageant wave. Kenya Moores of the world.
Oh, and never.